Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, and today we're talking about Sasuke Uchiha, and we're mainly focusing on Sasuke from part one. And it's about rage, and it's about anger, and it's about emotions, right? Sasuke's journey in Naruto is marked by deep-seated trauma and unrelented rage, both of which are pivotal in shaping his decisions and pushing him down a solitary path. In part one of the series, Sasuke's emotions are a cocktail of grief, anger, and frustration, the sources of which can be traced to the harrowing massacre of his clan by his older brother Itachi. This event, of course, shattered Sasuke's whole world, leaving him with a singular goal, and that was revenge and vengeance. Sasuke's trauma stems naturally not only from the violent loss of his family but also from the psychological games Itachi played with him. The Uchiha clan's annihilation was traumatic enough, but Itachi said that is not yet correct. He needs more. Itachi compounded Sasuke's suffering by forcing him to relive the massacre in a gruesome amount of times, in gruesome detail, using the Mangekyo Sharingan to trap his younger brother in a loop of absolute terror and despair. For Sasuke, the pain wasn't just emotional, it was burned into his very consciousness in an inescapable, cyclical way. This trauma forged his unrelenting obsession with becoming strong enough to kill Itachi, and of course, this relentless drive is what forced him on a path of loneliness. And when I say loneliness, I don't mean there's no people around him. He obviously had Orochimaru and the likes around him, and Karen and co, but he was lonely within. He could not accept people. He could not have people be close within him emotionally. As a result, Sasuke's time in Konoha, even when surrounded by his peers, Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi, was never truly about camaraderie. To Sasuke, there were distractions. He was haunted by a ticking clock, by the idea that he wasn't progressing fast enough to avenge his clan, Naruto's relentless pursuit of growth, Kakashi's attempt to steal teamwork, and Sakura's affection all irritated Sasuke. But you have to understand, he loved them. He really did. And that is the reason why he had to leave, because he was like, this is of other people that I love. That guy already took everything away from me that I loved. What if I'm here like this? I am not doing a service. I'm doing this service to my family, my fallen comrades, my fallen family, my dad, my mom, my cousins, my aunties. I'm doing a disservice to them if I do not get stronger than everybody and avenge and kill this man for what he did to us. If I'm just here enjoying life, he feels like he's undeserving of joy, he's undeserving of love, he's undeserving of happiness until he kills the man that destroyed his family. And that is the very thing that drives him. And that is why he gets irritated by these people, because he's like, God damn it, you guys are too goddamn likable. They keep reminding him of the human connections he no longer believed he deserved, nor wanted. They lived in a world where the future held promise. Sasuke, by contrast, was stuck in the past, chained to his rage. Sasuke's decision to leave Konoha was driven by his deepening frustration and the realization that the village could never give him the power he craved. Kakashi's attempt to guide him to redirect his energy into teamwork and friendship only deepened Sasuke's sense of isolation. In his mind, bonds were a weakness, a tether to a reality he wanted no part of. Remember, broken bonds. What Kakashi saw was as essential, Sasuke viewed as a liability. The arrival of the Sound Force sent by Orochimaru was the catalyst Sasuke needed, an offer of power that resonated with his burning desire for revenge. You see, Sasuke wanted revenge now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. He wanted it as rapid as possible, and he would have it by any means, even if it meant giving his body, mind, and soul to somebody or something else. He would. If he had the nine-tailed fox demon within him, he would rampage and find Itachi and kill him if possible. Konoha, despite with all his teaching of friendship and restraint, had become a prison. Orochimaru's promise of strength was freedom. You see, Konoha kept him in confinement, away from getting closer to achieving his goals, and he could not accept that. Sasuke's anger, however, wasn't solely about gaining strength. His hatred for Itachi was the foundation of his drive. Itachi, in Sasuke's eyes, was a betrayal of family, a monster who had slaughtered her parents and kinsmen for reasons Sasuke could not yet fathom, could not comprehend. The very existence of Itachi tormented him. Every encounter with Itachi served as a reminder of how, for Sasuke, how far Sasuke still had to go, fueling his belief that severing ties with Konoha was the only way to gain the strength needed to exact revenge. And this was by design on Itachi's part. He wanted Sasuke to go on this rampaging path. But Sasuke's rage is a double-edged sword. While it fueled his growth, it also consumed him, twisting his perception of the world. When Sasuke finally achieved his goal, killing Itachi, even though at this time he didn't realize that Itachi basically let himself, die, he was left with an unsettling emptiness. The act of vengeance did not bring the closure or satisfaction he had long imagined. Instead, Sasuke's hatred had nowhere to go but inward, festering until he found a new target, Konoha itself. The revelation of Konoha's involvement in Uchiha clan's downfall, orchestrated by the village elders, transformed Sasuke's singular hatred of Itachi into a broader vendetta against the very system that had condoned such betrayal. In fact, the very system that insisted upon it. In the end, the rage that carried Sasuke through part 1 of Naruto never dissipated, it only evolved. His need to sever ties with Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi, the very people who tried to ground him in something beyond vengeance, was born from his belief that nothing could outweigh the need for revenge. However, when revenge no longer satisfied him, Sasuke redirected his anger toward new enemies. The cycle of hatred persisted, and Sasuke became a product of his trauma, constantly searching for an outlet for the unquenchable rage that had shaped him from childhood. Sasuke's journey, even in part 1, was never just about Itachi. It was about the profound scars left by betrayal, trauma, and the isolation that comes from living with a singular purpose. You see, Sasuke is just a boy, was just a boy, lost in rage and anger, and who can blame him? Who can blame him? Imagine the psychological trauma of losing your family to your own brother and not knowing why. Imagine that. Being the last surviving member of a clan once renowned worldwide, and your eyes crimson red and cursed to hate. So they kept telling you. Sasuke, the rage of a boy in need.